They're growing back.
Good afternoon. We'll call the special meeting of the Economic Development Authority to order for 4 p.m. on Wednesday, June 2nd. We'll waive roll call. We have a quorum present. Item 2 is just a notification of this being a special meeting to hear the authorization of the loan request and conditions for Burning Diesel LLC in the amount of $65,000. Moving on to item 3 is the presentation of the authorization and conditions for the request for Burning Diesel LLC.
Thank you. Commission President, Commissioners, before you have a loan request from Burning Diesel LLC in the amount of $65,000. Burning Diesel is looking to expand their business and need assistance with the purchase of the property. The total loan package would be $650,000. That's a loan from the bank, SBA, and our contribution of $65,000. The proposed term for the EDA loan would be 2% interest rate, 10-year term, and to fill 3 positions within 2 years. The conditions would be owner will sign personal guarantee and a mortgage will be taken out on the property, and we would be in third position with that. EDA does have funds to cover this loans, and actually we transferred the funds for this loan at your last meeting. I did receive a couple questions on the loan, and one of the questions was, have they already hired employees that were stated in your application? And currently they only have they have hired one employee, or they have one employee, and they have a couple that have inquiries, have inquired about the position. So when they're up and running, they'll potentially have a couple more ready to go. And then with the current situation of shortage of labor, are they going to have issues finding employees? And again, they can't really speak to that because that's kind of an unknown. But they do feel they can get 1 or 2 technicians within the first month, and they have hired an accounting firm to take care of their accounting needs. So when they get up and running and a little more things settle down, they will look at bringing that in-house. They aren't currently up and running. They have to wait till they close on their property, and this piece will help them close on the property. And they're estimating at about $100,000 in personal equity going into the business, which would be vehicles, tools, and supplies coming in. And then Trevor is here to answer any questions that you do have, or if I misstated anything, you can correct me.
Looking at, is it Burning Diesel LLC or is it Burning Diesel Repair LLC?
Burning Diesel Repair LLC.
Okay, so if we do go forward, we'd have to make sure we got the correct name.
So Randy is the individual purchasing into the business?
Correct.
Okay.
Is he the employee at,
No, he's not. He is not. No, I have another employee right now that is working underneath me to repair the trucks and the vehicles and equipment and stuff like that. Him and I right now, myself and my employee, not Randy.
Actually, if you want to step up to the mic, yeah. No, it's okay. It's okay.
That's better?
Yes.
Can I sit? 'Cause
Yes, you can. Absolutely.
This thing isn't very tall. It's myself right now, and then I have an employee as well that is not Randy. That's another employee, Troy Peterson, that works for me, and he's on repairs right now of the trucks and the trailers and farm equipment and heavy equipment and others and such. I do have 2 individuals right now that are interested in coming on board, but the problem is that it's all mobile right now. It needs to be an established business and in-house structure if you know, if that makes sense, instead of just being in a mobile.
Yeah, that was my question, because
Yeah.
you're really already an ongoing concern. You're already a business that facilitates repairs in town.
Correct.
What you're looking for is a physical presence with a shop, so to speak.
Correct.
So you can expand the type of repairs you can do.
Correct, because yes, as of right now, it's only 2 service trucks being dispersed out to do repairs on site and on the customer's property. I want to go away from that, from liability reasons and whatnot like that. And with an actual establishment built, it's just going to come even more.
Sure. How long have you been involved with the mobile operations that you've been doing?
The business for 3 years.
3 years already?
3 years,
Okay,
yes.
and you've focused in the community here already?
Correct.
In that
yes.
amount of time?
Yes.
Okay.
I've done work for like MR Paving and some local truckers here around town, and some farmers around here.
So
Also,
you have established contacts with
Oh,
existing
absolutely.
business and relationships and that
Absolutely.
sort of thing? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
great.
Your business right now is in Gaylord?
Winthrop.
Winthrop, okay.
Winthrop. Yep.
So you're looking at expanding that. Are you going to keep that open or as in Winthrop as well?
Well, what my plan is I need an essential building, a location, right? And right now, I don't have that. I'm all completely mobile.
Okay.
I'm going to be based out of New Ulm,
Okay.
but still offer on-site repairs. But the building aspect of it will bring the people to my location instead of me going out to there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you have to do anything to this building to make it usable for your business?
It's pretty well all cut and dry already. It's pretty much ready to go. There is some electrical that needs to be put in and things like that. I think we brought that to you guys, in the prior meetings that we've had. It needs a little bit more electrical outlets ran around the rest of the building, and that's that quote that we got from Jackson Electric there out of Winthrop to come in and do so. So.
So you and Randy are forming a new partnership
Correct.
together?
Correct.
and-
Yes.
Okay.
Correct. Yes.
Do you know if the SBA 504 loan has been approved already by that entity?
That would be something that Randy would have to answer.
Okay.
If need be, I can always give him a call and ask, but he wasn't able to make it here today. He's on his way back. So,
I think we could certainly condition the final approval of our loan based on
Based on
those
there.
approvals as well, so that our commitment would just dovetail into
Sure.
the commitment by both the lender and the SBA guaranteed loan.
I believe they have, but
Yeah.
don't quote
Yep.
me because I
Yep.
do not know how, I do
No.
not have a definite answer.
That's more on our end, I'm saying, is
Okay.
that we can just, if we decide to go forward with the approval, we can condition that on final approval from your other financing sources, basically.
Sure.
I've been in contact with their banker, so I can reach out to him when that
Okay,
is
perfect.
finalized.
Sure. Sure.
Okay.
I appreciate that.
Well, Chris kind of answered my questions. I had emailed him already, so.
Questions that I gave to Chris that he also answered, so.
Okay.
I guess my feelings are, it sounds like it'd be good for New Ulm, a good business, good use of that property, so.
I do. Can I also say
Yeah.
something as well? Not only do I have clientele in New Ulm, I also have clientele out by the Princeton, up north of the cities, that would also be bringing their things down to me. Out in Redwood Falls, I've done work in Jackson, Minnesota. I've done basically a 100-mile radius from Winthrop, that have had contact with me, and then, has grown me from there. But it needs to be a standard location, you know what I mean, for this business to be involved more, and I'd love to do it here in New Ulm. That's the reason why we're trying to.
Well, I'm assuming too that there are certain things you can do in a shop that you can't do in a
Oh,
mobile.
absolutely. Oh, absolutely.
Mobile
Like,
setting, so that can expand some of
Yes,
your
huge.
offerings to your clients as well.
huge, because right
Yeah.
now, like I said, I'm running out of service truck with a crane and whatnot, so I can do the overhauls, but the cleanliness of being on someone's actual job site and during an overhaul situation, not always the cleanest, I should say, of work there.
So is Randy just going to be an investor then?
I believe so, yes, the partnership there
Okay.
for that.
I think it sounds great.
That's awesome.
Well, I think too, in so much as that you're in support of other existing businesses too.
Oh, absolutely.
And that what you're providing is going to enhance their business.
Oh, absolutely.
It's a great way to supplement other industries and businesses that we have. So-
Correct.
Have you been doing this type of work for 3 years or plus then?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I grew up drag racing and stuff like that and building engines and whatnot. And I went to college for welding fabrication and diesel technology right out of high school. And I've been in a service truck since I graduated high school when I got on with Old Castle Materials. They actually own Newham Quartzsite Quarry and SMC paving and whatnot. Or it's not them anymore, but it's, yeah, that's who I used to be part of.
So you will do work on all types of farm equipment
Yes,
as
sir.
well, and
Yes, sir. I
As well as
specialize right now
semi-tractors.
in diesel pickups and diesel semis, but I also have loads of amount of experience with the equipment side, pavers, mills, loaders, dozers, things like that from my past experience working with Old Castle. But basically anything that runs, I'll touch it. Yeah. I'll do my best to absolutely get it done right and get her done. But
And right now, you've been doing this on your own?
yes, for 3 years now. Yes.
so Randy sees a benefit for his own company to be able to utilize this probably as well then?
Correct.
Sure.
Correct. Yes. Yes. He was one of the customers that I had that was kind of getting me right out of the gate when I left Old Castle and became my own. He was a local guy there up in Winthrop and whatnot, and he has some trucks, so he was using me on that. So
Well, I'm going to make a motion to authorize a loan with conditions to Burning Diesel Repairs LLC in the amount of $65,000 from the EDA fund.
I'll second.
We have a first and second. I'm going to go on record of having to officially abstain because of a potential conflict of interest. My day job is involved with the creditor that you're working with, so
all right, I was like,
don't take that as a
I was
negative
like,
sign
wow.
of any sort.
Okay,
so-
sorry.
But I just wanted to go on record to say that I will not be voting today. So,
Absolutely.
so we have a first and second. Is there any further discussion on the matter?
I just want to know, did you want to add the condition that our loan approval is contingent on the other loan approvals?
Yes, please.
So do you want to amend the motion
I
to
will
include
amend
that
that to
condition?
add the condition of what Heather mentioned.
Just our approval being conditional upon final approval of all forms of other financing. Yeah. Yeah.
I'll second it with that amendment.
We're good. Okay. Any other comments or any additional comments? Otherwise, we do not need a roll call vote today, do we?
We do not.
Ah, what a nice change. All this COVID stuff had us
I'm sure it was a mess.
Zoom meeting and all that. So
Yep.
I can say, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed. And the motion is carried. So
Awesome. I
we've
appreciate
got
that.
your 65,000 lined up for us, and then hopefully everything
appreciate it.
else comes together for you soon. So.
Yep. I guess that was just my next question would be what would be the next process step of everything?
Our city attorney, I sent him the paperwork to draft the documents, so they should be ready fairly soon because I know we were having the meeting today.
Sure.
And then I'll reach out to Justin.
Yes.
To see if where they are with the SBA loan, and if they're good to go. Then once I received the loan documents, I'll send them to you. Make sure you're okay with everything there, and then we can set a closing date.
Correct. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. That sounds awesome.
Perfect.
Great. Thanks for coming in today.
Appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Yep.
Thank you for the time.
All right.
Well, we have no more business in front of us, so we'll officially adjourn the meeting.